Yes, the question is, in harbor, wind is blowing at a speed of 72 kilometers per hour, and flag on the mast of the boat anchored in the harbor flutters along the northeast direction. Right. So the question is something like this. Let me draw the coordinates. Here it is north, it is south, this is east, and this one is the west, right? For example, the boat is anchored here. Suppose here it is a boat, right? Now when the boat is still, right, the wind is being blown in the direction of northeast. So north is a specific direction right here. Let me tell you. Yes. So this is a velocity of the wind. Say it is VW, right? Now, as it is a northeast direction, right? It is making 45 degrees with the east, right? Now, the next point is, if the boat starts moving, I forgot to write here, the VW, the speed of wind is equals to 72 kilometer per hour. Right now, if the boat starts from the point moving at a speed of 51 kilometer per hour, let's say the velocity of boat BVB, right, 51 kilometer per hour. So I'm drawing a boat with the speed of vector of the speed of the boat with the different color, as you can see here. Yeah, this one, right? Yeah, this one. This is a vector corresponding to the velocity. Now, as we know, boat has started. This is the boat. This is the boat, and this is the flag, and it is being flattering in this direction. Now, as boat starts moving in this direction, this flag will will start will start fluttering in this direction. So, what I mean to say is the direction of the fluttering of the flag is this direction. Okay, now we can just assume. Okay, now here the flag is suffering two velocities. One is velocity of wind, another one is a velocity of boat. So we can say this is the velocity of wind with respect to the boat as this is being experienced by the flag. So this is a relative vector. As we know, difference of the vectors, or you can say a relative velocity. Now this is a speed of boat. This one is a speed of wind. So how come we shall be able to solve this, right? So here we take a concept of the negative vector. Here, as you may not be aware of, then not an issue at all, right? Let me explain you. This vector represents the velocity of the boat, but that velocity is in the negative direction. Now, as you can see, we have, say for example, we have this is a vector A, right, which represents the wind speed, and this is the vector B, which represents the opposite vector of the velocity vector of the boat, and this is a resultant vector of this vector as well as this vector. So here you can draw the law of parallelogram, as you can see, right? Now let me give you some idea. If we have two vectors, so this is A and this is B, and if the angle between them is theta, right? So the resultant angle will be R, and that makes angle beta. And the formula was tan beta is equals to B sine theta upon A plus B cos theta. Here theta is the angle between two vectors, while beta is the angle made by the resultant vector with the reference vector, right? So here let us make this vector as a reference vector, and this vector, for example, resultant vector makes beta angle with the reference vector, right? So this vector is having a value as 72, and see, as we want to find the angle, right, we need to take just a magnitude of the velocity. So this negative vector VB comes in the modulus, and that is why minus 51 kilometer per hour. See, negative value only shows the direction has been opposed. I mean, opposite direction has been given, right? Nothing else. So the answer will be 51 kilometer per hour. Okay. So we are having two values, 51 and 72. Okay. Now let us find this angle beta. But before finding this beta, we should have the angle of these two vectors between two vectors, right? So how much? As we know, this much is 45, this much is 90. So the resultant vector is 135 degree. Okay, so we have theta is equals to 135 degree. Now put the values. So tan beta is equals to B. What is B? B is this 51. 51 sine 135 upon A 72 plus cos 135. If I multiply it, you can solve it by the simple trigonometric function sine. It's 90 plus 45 upon 72 plus, sorry, I forgot to place the value of B here. It is 51. 51 cos 90 plus 135. So if I multiply, if I take the value along with this, right, I get the value is 36.06. And here 72 plus 51 into was 135. Here, so here it is 45. Next together 135. Okay, it is 35.93. Okay, so this is we get 10 beta. 10 beta. Yes. Now beta is equals to beta is equals to n inverse 36.06 divided by 35.93. It is almost 1.0036. All right. If we take tan inverse, then we get beta is equals to 45.1034 degree, right? So this vector, which this one, right? This vector, this vector makes angle of 45 point, I mean beta angle is this much, right? 45.1034. right? So if you check the angle with the east direction, I mean how much this flag will make the angle with the east direction, simply right angle here, 45.1034 minus 45 degrees, right? And here you are, it is of 0.1034. 6, we can say 0.1035 degree. This much only the flex stuff will be uh, affected, right? Thank you guys.